From the majestic glaciers of Greenland to the vulnerable islands of the Pacific, our planet is changing at an unprecedented rate. Rising sea levels and melting glaciers are among the most visible consequences of climate change. But what's causing this? What does it mean for us? And what can we do to mitigate it? Let's dive into this pressing global issue. Rising sea levels are primarily caused by two factors: thermal expansion of seawater and the melting of glaciers and ice sheets. As global temperatures increase, seawater absorbs heat, causing it to expand. This phenomenon is known as thermal expansion. A clear example of this can be observed in tropical and subtropical regions where warming waters are expanding and affecting coastal cities such as Miami and Mumbai, which experience frequent flooding. The Greenland ice sheet is losing approximately 280 billion tons of ice annually due to rising temperatures. If this trend continues, it could raise sea levels by up to 7 meters over the next few centuries. And in Antarctica, the Thwaites Glacier, often called the Doomsday Glacier, is melting at an alarming rate. If it collapses, it could trigger a chain reaction, leading to a significant increase in sea levels. The warming that causes thermal expansion and ice melting is largely driven by human actions, such as burning fossil fuels. The Industrial Revolution and subsequent large-scale burning of fossil fuels have increased atmospheric CO2 levels from 280 parts per million to over 415 parts per million today. Rising sea levels cause more frequent and severe coastal flooding, which erodes shorelines and damages communities. Examples of this include Miami, Jakarta, and Venice. As a result of rising sea levels, people are being displaced from their home, making low-lying areas uninhabitable and creating climate refugees. Examples of this include the Maldives, Bangladesh, Kiribati, and Tuvalu. Rising sea levels also cause billions of dollars in economic losses annually due to damage to infrastructure. An example of this is Hurricane Sandy in 2012, which caused $19 billion of damage in New York City. Melting glaciers also disrupt water supply, as glaciers store fresh water in frozen form and release it into rivers and streams. Regions such as the Indian subcontinent and places close to the Andes in South America rely heavily on glaciers for fresh water. Some of the things that you can do to reduce melting glaciers include using energy efficiently, using renewable power sources such as solar and wind, reducing plastic waste, harvesting rainwater, raising awareness, and planting more trees. Rising sea levels and melting glaciers remind us of the urgency in our environmental crisis, but every small action counts. From conserving energy to supporting sustainable policies, we all have a role to play.